What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Raw Real Podcast. We are your hosts. With me, as always, is Coach Tony T, and I'm Shane the Pain, and we came to entertain.
Nobody calls you that. We came to entertain.
You're never going to drop that, though, are you?
No. The guy has a Shane.thepain account now. He thinks he can call himself whatever he wants.
I embrace all of the insults from the children in elementary school.
We'll embrace change as well.
Embrace it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our sponsor, Notre Boeuf de Grasse, located at 6321 Trans-Canada Highway in Pointe-Claire, Quebec. They serve homemade food with house sauces and craft signature cocktails. So if you're in the area and you're looking for something fresh and new to eat, make sure to stop on by at Notre Boeuf de Grasse, again at 6321 Trans-Canada Highway in Pointe-Claire, Quebec. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. We sincerely appreciate it. All right, moving on to the first topic of the day. It's what's trending. And I thought I'd give Tony the microphone and the spotlight to start this one off.
Well, as we know, Shane, we see the reports, lack of reports coming out of Maui, Hawaii, and basically there was a huge fire that occurred about, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. And now there's been a report that the president mentioned that they will give $700 per household for all the damage relief and all that.
Wow. Now,
when you consider the amount, that $700 per household would equal approximately $113 million. Mm-hmm. A lot of money, yes, but not when you compare what U.S. has given to Ukraine. If you can remind me, Shane, quickly.
I think the United States has offered something in the tune of $75 billion worth of support and aid to rebuild Ukraine. But what's even worse, Tony, is that it took President Biden several days to make a statement about what has happened in Maui. And I just think that's crazy. Initially, when reporters had approached him for comments, his first initial comment was, "We're looking into it." His second initial comment was, "I don't have a comment." And apparently he came out with a statement today, which I have not followed. But what's even worse than that, Tony, we have investors and realtors calling up the families who have lost their homes, soliciting the sale of their property. I mean, how inhumane do you have to be to call these people who have just suffered through a devastating natural disaster? They've lost literally everything. I mean, how much of a monster do you have to be? How greedy can one be?
Yes, and look, at that point, there's people that are always going to look to gain opportunity. And in the end, Shane, you know what we always say? We don't know what we don't know. And we don't know. A lot of people are speculating. There's a bunch of conspiracies. We all love our little conspiracies, but the people are claiming that it might be the elites that did this so they can get money. As you mentioned, the realtors and the investors, they want to rebuild and have their property there in Hawaii. Obviously, it's extremely nice in Hawaii.
What's interesting though, Tony, is that in September, Hawaii is going to be hosting a conference, all right, to discuss the possibility of having artificial intelligence govern the island. But not only that, their plans are to turn it into a smart island. Basically, it'll be all run off electric.
That's weird to me because Hawaii is, it's one of the most human places I think I could find more. It's
very cultural.
Very cultural. There's a lot of freedom there. The hula hoo, everything is relaxed.
Lots of peace and love.
And for it to be an AI place, it would take the essence of Hawaii away. So it's very weird that you mentioned this. I did not know this. It's the first time I hear this. Mm-hmm. So it would be extremely bizarre for it to start there. Like start in New York, start in California, start somewhere like that.
Well, I think they want to go somewhere smaller because anybody who's followed talks about converting from, gas energy over to electric energy, especially as it relates to electric cars. Most of these metropolitan areas don't have the capacity from the electric grid to be able to support the demand. So I think what they're trying to do is start off with a much smaller area, all right, to use it as a proof of concept. But what's more, ladies and gentlemen, is that, individuals and celebrities like the likes of Oprah Winfrey have been purchasing up acres of land on the island itself. And there's a lot of speculation over how that land will be used. But we'll leave that for another day.
Yes, we don't know what we don't know, so we cannot touch that at the current moment.
That's right. And we will never come out and make statements unless, we've done our research and we have something to back it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that was a good one, Tony. But moving on to our next one, it's the therapy session of our show. It's What Peeves Me Off. And Tony, I think this one's going to be one of your favorites.
I'm sure it's not.
Being late.
Oh, that's okay. Look, it is annoying when you're preparing an event and you expect people to come at a certain time. There's always that group, that family member or that friend that is always on time. You could always rely on them. And then there's always that friend that really you need them to be there at a certain time. And they're always late, especially when something is set in stone. If it's not a barbecue or something like that, if it's something, let's say, I don't know, a soccer game, a football game, a golf tee time, a theater event, whatever it may be, whatever you're going to watch, a Broadway show, whatever it is, if the show starts at a certain time, you got to be there. Like, we cannot be late for this thing. Now you're late because of somebody else.
And you're holding up everybody.
You got to go through the section. The movie has started or whatever. Now you're going through the section. Oh, sorry, apologies. You're trying to show the people, oh, that this person was late, my friend. And that's the worst thing, man. Have you had any experiences, Shane, like that?
Man, I go through it every single time. So I'm somebody that likes to be on time. I'm very particular about my time. When I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. Being a sales professional, you kind of have to be. And I've learned to show up to events early, all right, and anticipate delays because I was a manager at one point, and I managed a group of 250 individuals, and you'd constantly get the excuse, oh, the bus was late, oh, this was late, oh, traffic, oh, that. And we always say, hey, these things are going to happen. So you should prepare in advance and leave earlier, right? But the one thing that I hate is because when I start to get ready, I know how much time I need in order to be ready, right? And there are certain individuals, I won't name names, but they don't seem to respect that. And it kind of like gets me anxious because I'm looking at the clock going, okay, I know when I have to leave, and I'm looking at the person getting ready and I'm going, there's no way this individual is going to be ready by the time we have to go, right? Yeah. So that always causes me a little bit of anxiety. It definitely peeves me off. I like it when we're on schedule and on time, man.
100%. And look, if you're almost late and you have a routine to start your day, you're going to have to cut off that routine. Look, today I forgot my alarm. I woke up 5 minutes before I had to leave somewhere. You know what? I can't shower. I can't do nothing. I got to go. Got to be on time. That's what it is.
You got to make sacrifices, folks. If you've made a commitment and you woke up late, you're going to have to cut certain things out of your morning routine.
I've taken a shower since then, by the way. So
excellent.
I'm clean now. Okay.
Excellent. You know how to clean yourself. Moving on to the next what peeves me off, people who talk during movies.
Oh, man. Oh. Or honestly, any conference, anything like that. Yo, dude. Oh, man. My son has a friend. This kid likes to talk. And I have to say, like the parent is behind me. I'm like, can you please stop talking? I have to tell it through my son. Son, stop talking. But I'm really messaging the other person.
You're saying it with a louder voice so that it can be better projected to the people who are in your immediate area, right?
Yeah, and guys, this needs to stop. Whether there's a conference, somebody in a meeting or whatever, stop talking. You think you're acting cool that you're talking, but you're being an annoyance to the person next to you. They want to hear. If somebody is looking towards the speaker and you're talking to them, stop. That's the telltale sign. They're not going to tell you. They want to be nice to you. They don't want to mention it to you. So
you should take that as a subliminal message to stop talking. But Tony, I got to admit, as a kid, I was guilty of this myself. And I'll give you an example. I went over to my buddy's house and his father was watching Terminator 2. And I don't know. I think I'm just one of those individuals that sees patterns, right? And movies, they're predictable, ladies and gentlemen, all right? So while I was watching the movie, I'm like, oh, he's probably going to die. Well, lo and behold, my friend's father got really upset at me, and he said, have you seen this movie before? I said, no, I hadn't. He's like, well, you just ruined it for me, and I felt so bad. But ever since then, I've never spoken to anybody while watching a movie. But guys, I'm sure you've experienced this, right? You take your girl to a movie. It's probably a movie that you like more than she does. And you're in the middle of it. The plot is just to unfold.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I'm sure about that. And
that it's the movie that you like and not her? Sorry to cut you off here. We got to... Come on. Let's be real.
Who makes the movie watching decisions in your home?
You're probably watching a rom-com sometimes.
Hell no.
You're not always watching an action movie. Okay. All right, Jake.
I deny. I will not confirm. I deny. But nonetheless, you're in the middle of the plot of the movie, folks. And your girl just turns around and starts going, "Who's that guy? What happened? Is he going to be back in the movie?" Oh, man. Like, you know what? Take your notepad, write your questions down on your phone, and save them for later. And to be honest with you, I don't even know why you're asking me. I'm watching the movie for the first time. I don't know the answers. Let me watch the GD movie, and then we can talk about it.
The best. Who is this guy? Who is he? Yo, we're watching. That's the best part. We're watching it at the same time.
Exactly.
Why? How do I know?
I don't know.
It's not a sequel. It's a new movie. It's the first movie.
I mean, do you lack that much attention that you want to steal it all? You can't wait an hour and 20 minutes for us to stay focused on a movie. You just got to have it all. I don't know. Moving on to the next pet peeves, ladies and gentlemen.
That felt personal.
Yeah, it was a little personal. It was just a little bit. All right, moving on to the very last pet peeves, folks. And this might be ultra petty of me, all right? But Tony, you ever driving by Walmart? The parking lot is completely empty, but you got these rich folks with their nice cars parked right in front of the entrance. And you got one guy who's sitting in the car waiting for the person in store to come back outside.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You do this, don't you?
Sometimes.
Oh, you're an ass. You're an ass. You're an ass. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, if you're one of these people, you're a bad person.
I'm going to hell.
You're a bad
I'm going
person.
to hell.
And let me tell you why.
What if I'm not in front of the door? What if I'm like...
Tony, there are signs. There are signs that tell you that this area is reserved for fire trucks. There's a sign that tells you that. It's a hazard to actually park there in the event of an emergency, right? A woman could be having a heart attack on the floor of a Walmart,
I will
ladies
put
and
her
gentlemen.
in my car and drive her to the hospital.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
I'm close to her then. I'm close.
You're
I'm
closer.
There.
You're closer to her, but you're still a bad person.
We're going to wait for the fire department to come? No, I'll pick her up. I'll be the fire department.
You're a bad person, Tony.
No, I'm not. I'm helping somebody. I'm saving lives.
I pray to God I never catch Tony doing this, ladies and gentlemen. I pray to God. All right, moving on to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. It's the great debate. And today, this one's going to hit a nerve with me, Tony. I know it is.
I don't know what it is.
I know you don't know, but you're going to know in a second. Tim Hortons versus Krispy Kreme or Dunkin Donuts. Which one makes the better donuts, ladies and gentlemen?
If we were talking 1990s... It's Dunkin Donuts.
1,000%.
It's Dunkin Donuts.
The Munchkins, the yellow box, the little bakers, and the donut balls. Those were the best, man.
Shit, there's not a debate, huh? No. You were shocked.
No, because listen, I don't know what happened to you, Tim Hortons, but you guys have gone down. And even some of the producers in the studio are confirming this. I go to Tim Hortons only for my wife. All right.
Can I give you a background quickly? Shane and Tim Hortons, it's a love-hate relationship, which has been more hate. I think Shane and Tim Hortons are on the brink of a divorce. There has been several times, at least 2 or 3 times, where I've called Shane, okay, and he says, "Oh, hold on, Tony. Would you eat this? Would you eat this bread?" They always somehow over toast the bread, and they're only putting it in the machine and it's rolling. Tony, so I don't know how they're overcooking. But there's been 3 instances minimum where I've called Shane
that you know of.
That I know of. Okay, and he's like, "Hold on one second, Tony. What is this? Would you eat this? Would you eat this yourself?" And you hear in the background somebody, "No, sir."
Okay, let me tell the audience the story.
What's up with you and Tim Hortons?
Let me tell them the story. All right.
Somebody's spitting in your food, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
Guaranteed. But thank God I'm not eating it.
You're eating spit, bagel, cream cheese, spit. Bagel, cream cheese, spit. You're eating it every time you go there and you scream at somebody. Go ahead. Go and say what you have to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I make my way through to the drive-thru. I order the breakfast meal that my wife loves to order. And then when I get to the window, they serve me a breakfast sandwich where the bread is blacker than a hockey puck. And it's harder than a hockey puck, too. So I asked the woman, excuse me, would you eat this? And she goes, well, you know what, sir? Funny enough, there are people who actually order it this way. And I said, you are a liar. You're lying. There is no way anybody is going to order charcoal and eat it. No way. So this is not the first time it's happened. They either get the order wrong, they give you the wrong items, or the quality of the food is just, it's suspect, to say the least, all right? But what about Krispy Kreme, Tony? We're leaving out Krispy Kreme, guys. This is the diabetes donut of the century.
You know, that singular donut, because we're going to talk as a whole, but as a singular donut, the glazed one, this is the single possibly best, might be the best donut to exist.
Yes.
But overall, Dunkin Donuts, top notch. We're talking Munchkins, this, that. But that single donut of Krispy, like somebody buys Krispy Kreme with that pink stuff on it or what? I'm like,
no.
What are you doing here? What's happening? What is this? You know, people like to change stuff so much nowadays. Like, listen, please, let's keep it Krispy Kreme, one flavor. That's it. I don't want anything else. But Krispy Kreme, top-notch donut, single-handed, single donut, best donut ever. Yes.
All right. So since we've ruled out Tim Hortons by process of elimination, folks, who makes the better donut? Is it Dunkin' Donuts or is it Krispy Kreme? And I'll say this. I could eat the shit out of a Munchkins box, but I can only eat one Krispy Kreme donut.
Look, here's how it is, right? I don't know how to put it. In a way, like, look, Krispy Kreme right now is like, you know, when LeBron James was the best player, you know, right? But the Golden State Warriors won the championship because they're a good team, right? Tim Horton, so Dunkin' Donuts
is the team,
has the variety. They have the team, right? They got the squad, but Krispy Kreme got the goat, right?
I like
they
this
got
analogy.
They have the goat.
I like this analogy.
So that's the best analogy I can give. Okay, and that's it. It's that one is Al Pacino in Jack and Jill movie. Okay?
So, but it sounds like
it's Al Pacino.
We have a clear winner, though, right?
Yeah.
The clear winner is Dunkin' Donuts. But ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments below what you think. Is Dunkin' Donuts better than Tim Hortons? Is Tim Hortons better than Krispy Kreme? Let us know. We want to hear from you. Tony, the next debate topic, all right? Again, food related, ladies and gentlemen. Who makes the better pizza? Is it Domino's or is it Pizza Hut?
Look, man, this is not even a question for me. I like my grease. I'm going with Pizza Hut. Domino's, feed that to the birds or to the rats. I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems like Domino's pizza, the sauce is lacking. I don't know what it is. All right. The ingredients aren't that bad, to be honest with you. They're fresh ingredients. What I do like about Domino's is they offer a variety of different dishes. You know, they've got different pasta dishes. So, and the cheesy bread, I have to admit, is slightly better than the cheesy bread at Pizza Hut. All right. I may be wrong. A lot of people have different palates and taste buds out there.
You are wrong.
But I do like the fact that Domino's does offer different types of sides, where I think that that's where Pizza Hut is lacking. But 100%, you know, when I'm having a pizza, I like that pizza to be greasy too. And let's not be shy here, all right? The moment you put your hands on a Pizza Hut slice of pizza, immediate grease, immediate.
No. As soon as you touch your hands on the pizza,
yes,
you're going to the bathroom immediately.
Right away.
Let's be clear.
Right away.
It's a good, for me, it has been a good weight loss program. I eat it and I go to, it helps the bowel movements, you know?
it gets it going,
you know? Pizza Hut, man, that pan pizza, nothing like it. Don't get thin crust. If you go to Pizza Hut, if you're going to get thin crust, go to Domino's, okay?
Go to Domino's.
Go to Domino's. Don't
get the Brooklyn style pizza.
Sometimes my mama, when you order that Pizza Hut, don't get that thin crust. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that thing. Eat the pan pizza, you know. We like them thick and we like them pan pizza.
Sounds like we have a clear winner here, Tony. Winner. It looks like Pizza Hut is coming out the winner. But ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments below what you think. Who makes the better pizza? Is it Domino's or is it Pizza Hut?
And it's Pizza Hut.
It's Pizza Hut. All right, here's the very, very last debate topic. I don't think this one will last very long, but it really all depends on you. Is it ever acceptable to eat pizza with a knife and a fork?
Yes, it is. Because some
You're posh. You're posh.
No, let me explain.
You are all posh.
Yeah. So go get a pizza, okay, where they stack up the pepperoni. I went to this place in, it was North whatever. I don't remember what the name was. My father got it. But anyway, it was thin, right? But the pepperoni they filled on it and the cheese stacking.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you hold it, it's going down right away. It's impossible. But I didn't use fork, knife. I put it at the edge of the plate. I ate it like that. Yes.
Okay.
Plus I had the paper plate. I did it like that. But in that instance, I would have used the fork and the knife. If the pizza is too hot, fork and the knife until the pizza gets cold. Because you're impatient. So let me cut it, eat it. Look, man, nothing wrong with that, man.
I'm just gonna say you're an insult to all the pizza makers out there. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, if you're similar to Tony, stop eating pizza if you don't know how to do it right. Because if you don't have a stack of paper plates next to your pizza, you're doing it all wrong. You take a slice, you put it in a paper plate, you fold the thing, you pop it out, you take a bite.
Okay,
it is the most efficient and convenient way. Don't sit there with the knife in a fork.
Yeah, but what if you don't have paper plates at home, Shane? What if you have don't order pizza? Don't order pizza.
Don't order pizza. Order something else.
Excuse me, Papa John's. Can you please smack in some paper plates?
You're an insult to the chef.
Yeah, you're an insult. You're probably eating with dirty fingertips, putting it on your pizza, and then you're eating the pizza.
I'd much rather eat pizza with dirty fingers than to look like a pompous, posh prick, all right, with a knife and fork, all right?
Next time I'm going to put the pinkies,
I hope you're triggered.
Pinkies up, too. Pinkies up.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments below if you think eating pizza with a knife and fork is acceptable.
And bring the hate, man, because the guy on the left gets the hate. So
Bring it.
Bring it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our very last topic of the evening. It's conspiracy talk. Ooh. And as a disclaimer, we don't know what we don't know. But today we're talking about pigeons. And are they real? All right. Tony, have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
We're doing this.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
My God.
We're doing it.
I don't know what a baby pigeon looks like. I'm not going to lie. Have you even Googled it? I'm not sure if... I don't think I've even Googled it. I know we have friends like this. I have friends like this. They've turned him. As you can see. I can still focus on the middle, guys. I can still focus on the middle. See, we're seeing a picture of a baby pigeon. Do you believe that's a baby pigeon?
I don't know. Hey,
so
who's to say it's not a duckling? Who's to say it's not an ostrich? Who's to say it's not any other bird?
I'm down with all the conspiracy stuff, but please explain yourself.
Well, listen, I don't believe this, ladies and gentlemen, all right? But we do the research, and we're bringing it to you so that you can make your own decision, all right? But apparently... All right, pigeons aren't real birds. All right, pigeons are drones developed by the U.S. Defense System, whatever you want to call them, and they were literally built as drones to survey the population.
Now, in South California, okay, it's a big thing in the African American community where they have like pigeon flying contest. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. Well, Mike Tyson used to have a whole coop of pigeons.
Oh yeah, they love that, and it's I've seen a documentary movie on it. It was like an hour. I actually stayed and watched this thing. They're feeding these guys. It's like a whole thing. After their job, they come, they feed them, and they make them fly, and they calculate and they rate. It's crazy. So I've never touched a pigeon. So the reason why I bring that up is because these guys are actually touching pigeons. And they're feeding them, bringing them up. So they would have noticed, right? One of those pigeons would be, they maybe show it in the documentary, unless maybe the government realized, they're doing a documentary about pigeons. Exposing us. We gotta stop this. And if they see one, we gotta tell them, hey, cut that part off, of the movie. So it is almost, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of a reach. I'm all down for conspiracy theories. I'm even you could almost bring me almost to flat Earth. We can go there. But let me tell you, pigeons being drones, maybe not. Maybe the flies. Maybe there's flies.
Maybe flies. Maybe insects. Maybe insects aren't real. But you know what? Mike Tyson, if you're out there, hit us up. Let us know. We know you have pigeons. We want to know the whole system of bringing and breeding and taking care of and all that good stuff. So hit us up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments below if you think pigeons are drones that were meant to spy on you.
And if you have any animals that you think may be drones, let us know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to take just a very quick moment to thank all of our viewers and supporters and followers. We had a monumental week last week on TikTok. So we have some numbers and figures that we'd like to share. So in the last 7 days, we've had a total of 172,000 video views. Congratulations, Tony.
Congratulations, Shane. Yeah.
Thank you.
Your stuff has been really good, man.
We're trying. And in addition to that, we've accumulated 10,000 likes in those 7 days and over 5,100 comments. So we really appreciate the engagement from our audience and from all of our followers, and we urge you to continue to do that. We are very responsive to all the comments that you leave on our posts, and we can't wait to further engage with you. And the very last stat that I'll share is that we received 2,387 people shared our videos in the last 7 days.
That's
Tony.
amazing, man.
That is something to be very, very proud of. We thank each and every one of you for your support. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. So thank you very much. We really, really appreciate it. And we cannot wait to continue connecting with you, our followers and audience.
Thank you, man.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we do, please make sure to like, subscribe, and follow and share it with your friends and family. All right, Tony. How are you taking us away today?
Well, first of all, I want to do a quick shout out also to Speak Up Studio.
Yes.
Because without him,
Charles,
without them in the background here, because now they've multiplied. Without them,
one has become two.
We wouldn't have this nice setup here. They do a great job. And you know, tonight's the night that I will fight for you over again. Woo!
Can some of our audience members please get Tony an emo black wig so that we can slap it on him the next time he does that? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining another episode of our podcast. We can't wait to see you next week. We love you all. Have a great night.
Thank you.